Sweet.
Just to clarify, the transmitter doesn't show me everyone else's position. It just lets you see my position on little nav map.
Yes.
Yeah, and
if you're running nav map, there's another URL you got to enter so you can see everybody else.
Okay.
But it's not working with the internal one of the AS33, right?
No, there's no chance of that.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, well, fixing
Indeed.
Asobo's multiplayer for them across the entire game. Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that wouldn't be pretty cool for you.
With a bit of luck, it's going to get. Who knows? We'll see. Might get sorted in 2024. I think we'll do something that we'll be able to get it into the cockpit.
Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Watch the crosswind at the start.
The tow plane's struggling a little bit. Oh, he's going to give up. He's going to give up.
No.
Oh, we're taking off through the trees. Oh. We took off through a house. But I think I hit the roof. There was a sound of me hitting the roof.
Oh.
I see nobody on little nav map. Nobody running his transmitter.
I can see it.
We have a new transmitter URL.
I put it in, but maybe I just copied it and put it in.
On the
When you
URL for
when you copy it and paste it in navmap, say test just to make sure it comes back okay.
Yeah, the test button didn't work. I don't know why.
Do you have an extra space before it or after it or something?
Or HTTP instead of HTTPS, if maybe.
Okay, I check.
You probably have the transmitter address and not the little navmap address.
Ooh, yeah. It should end in
This I made right. This I'm pretty sure. I looked to the right.
Yeah.
But I check it out if there's a blank or something.
Alternatively, use the B21 task planner.
some nice looking clouds up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a space in front. Aha.
Yeah, that'll screw you up every time.
Now the test button works and it works.
Yay.
Perfect.
I had to reload. What sim time are you guys on?
15:33.
Thank you.
Oh, because it's a rainbow.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I was just about
saw
to
it.
say.
It turned around. Nice.
There are some wispy clouds below the big layer, but those are not. Those are just for visual pleasure.
Where's the rainbow?
Over the city.
To the north. Oh yeah, I see it.
So as you can see, the clouds are huge and very high, but there's also quite large distances between them sometimes.
Oh yeah, I can see a double rainbow. It's gorgeous.
Double rainbow all the way.
I want my money back. I can see a single rainbow.
Drink a few more beverages, you'll see double.
No, trust me. There was an inner circle and an outer circle.
Just flew through one of those clouds and got some raindrops on my windshield canopy.
So is there precipitation in the weather?
There is just a tiny, tiny amount.
Okay, awesome.
But
Something
it's the lowest cloud layer, not the big clouds. That
Is that the
rain.
premise of thunderstorm?
No thunderstorm. I'm measuring 14 knots below this cloud.
South wind, right?
Yeah.
Start height is 7K.
Oh, this is good left.
Yeah, it's even better in July.
Wow, little nav map, it is confusing.
Are you struggling?
No, I've just never opened it before.
Oh.
I was like,
Oh,
oh
there's-
shit, dude.
There's a lot of stuff initially going on, yeah.
There's indeed a rainbow. Crazy.
A lot of that stuff at the top, you can turn off the airspace shading and ILS paths, and you can turn off a bunch of stuff to really clean up the initial map.
Yeah.
How does one join the server? I feel like I should figure this out there.
You click on, what is it, tools and options at the bottom. And then you have online thingy. There you can find space to put in your address for the online.
You're a legend, thank you.
I feel that this description was very precise.
And yeah, if this is the first time you use a nav map, you'll have to click a couple of other options on that page so you're set up right.
Okay, I might do this next time.
Do you have the address you need to paste in there? Yeah.
It's the same one as transmitter.
No, it's the one that ends in was up.
There's just two addresses, one for the transmitter and the other for the map.
Yeah, transmitter is the /send. Little nav map is the was up.
Thanks, thank you.
What height you at, Georg?
8,000.
And for... yeah, go ahead.
I'm in a steady 10 knots, crew average, so I'm not leaving it. I'm probably not quite what you're in, but it's good enough for me, pre-start.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So for those that wants to do a flight tomorrow evening, same time, I posted in under the task. It's going to be more of a test with the AAT task format, and we're going to use live weather, so it might be interesting. Everything is in there with a link, and yeah, I hope you, B, can also join so you can explain more about this AAT.
Yeah, have a look. Depends what the boss is doing. What time are you flying?
Same time as today.
I think you got your date wrong in the original post.
Did I? Didn't I post the tomorrow date?
No, I think it was February. Unless I got it wrong.
Is it? I will have a check look.
Here goes the legend.
Oh yeah. It's you're Yeah, off of.
It's like 24 people in here so far.
What, in this thermal?
All in the same thermal.
Does the ASME really have the heads-up display in real life?
No.
I was gonna say that's high-tech as hell.
Yeah.
Crow, did you figure out nav map?
Oh, it was actually me. No.
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
gonna-
Nightman. Sorry. Yeah, nope. Sorry, Crow. Sorry, both of you.
No, I want to get up in the air. I think I'll do that next time. But I got my transmitter working.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's see.
The post is updated with tomorrow's date.
Still got 19 minutes until we start, so there's plenty of time to sort anything if needed.
Yeah, nav map is, 2 boxes to click, you punch in that address, and that'll get you started.
Hey, Nightman, I'm watching you on the map. If you just turn 80 degrees to your left, you're going to join the same thermal the rest of us are in, which is hauling ass.
We're still on this tow plane.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, when you come on. So pretty much due north from where you
Somehow
are now.
I had a connection lost to Discord.
Oh.
See all you guys in that cloud.
But now you can hear me again, right?
Yes.
If
Yeah, when you're off tow, just steer north, Nightman, and I'll tell you when you join the.
Yeah, I got nameplates on, so I can,
you can
see all the
everybody,
people. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
See where the gaggle
Nameplates
is?
are awesome. Nameplates are awesome, but once you can see everybody on nav map, you can see, okay, that's exactly where they are.
Must have done something wrong because I don't see anybody.
In sim or on the map?
No, on the map, on little map VR. But since I'm in VR,
Oh.
I'm not gonna mess with things.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got another 12 days of this Sim Update 15 beta. It keeps getting pushed back. 28th of March now.
That
Oh,
is
they
if you
keep-
don't
they
forget
keep
to
pushing
opt
it back?
out.
Yeah, afterwards. Yeah, I tend to forget. When it's all done and dusted, I think, oh, thank God for that. And then don't want to fuck with my system for a bit.
I think one of the only times I jumped in the beta was when they implemented the multi-screen functionality.
Oh, yeah.
And, after that, I wasn't too interested in what they had to offer. Well, the glider, when they first introduced the gliders also.
I've had track IR for ages, but it's like the best purchase I've made for this game.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
It depends how big your monitor is. How big's your actual monitor?
I got a super wide, so
Oh,
pretty big.
okay. Yeah. There's a couple of guys got that. I think Major Dad has got a super duper wide.
Oh, I want one of those. Yeah, I use it for work, but it's also good for Microsoft Flight Sim.
Yeah, as happens. You can't look up. So what do you do with Track IR? Do you use it for looking up?
No, just looking around. Like I just use it. It's just always looking around.
Okay.
You can
It
even
just-
look down as well.
Yeah, it just makes the immersion just so much better.
Yeah, I was actually surprised how well this AI tracking works. I tried VR goggle and I was so annoyed by it. And this is so much easier to use and still good enough for me actually.
Oh, you're using AI tracking, so it's using your webcam.
Yes,
Damn, that's cool.
and it works flawlessly. I mean, on work we had an HP reverb something, and it was so annoying to set up. And fucked around with my computer, and my graphic card was not capable enough, it seems. And so with this, and one evening I throwed it in a corner, and I was like, okay, now I try this webcam thing.
I know the feeling, and I was also using a webcam before I got TrackIR, but TrackIR is still on another level. It's less latency and more accurate, less, jittering sometimes.
Toby.
Is it from Toby?
No, I've got a Toby. It's I think is the next step up from TrackIR.
Yeah. At work we have their Toby eye tracking glasses. They are awesome. But Toby as a company is a little complicated actually.
Yeah, with 3 screens, I don't really need it that much, but turn it on when I do need to look up.
Yeah, I'm with you, Dagger.
Yeah, the triple screen, I got full 180 field of view.
Oh,
With that, I can look up, look down, I can lean in, lean out. It's
get yourself
awesome.
seasick with TrackIR because the whole thing moves.
Oh, I want triple screens now.
I've got TrackIR, but I'm not using it, and I might actually configure it again, but only for up-down, because I've got 3 screens, and it is 100
Yeah.
megabits.
So wait, so on your
the
screens on
LFDT.
your right, you can see like your wings and stuff.
I can, yeah. Just I
Wow.
do the settings so that I just have the wingtips,
Okay.
which is pretty much what it feels like in real life to me. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see the wing going up and down when you're flexing a little bit.
Well, with full tracker, you can move aside and look down.
What, you translate left kind of thing? You slide your head sideways.
I found.
Yeah.
Can even look over my shoulder to see who's behind me.
Indeed.
I'm surprised.
Which is usually everybody, right, Georg?
Yeah. Only because I start first, usually. 14,000 feet and still going up.
Yeah, just about a transit.
Do we have a plan
15,000.
already what to do with the side?
Nope.
I'm looking.
We'll do.
I'm making plans.
Loops, barrel
I'm looking
rolls,
where we're going to be heading.
Yeah. That's
It's worth
smart
looking
move.
down on track if you can.
You see where this valley, this river goes into the mountains, right? That's where we will fly towards. And then, first cloud you meet, you should probably get a good climb. And then the waypoint is the peak of a mountain, first waypoint. So you will see it. It's a distinct mountain, very pyramid-shaped looking thing. And you will need, I think you will need to climb below a cloud to get there. But somebody wants to prove me wrong, I'll love to see it.
I'm not taking any chances right now. Sorry. not
You think
not
you-
the guinea pig for today.
You think it was talking to you?
Yeah, Clock is usually one that has his own plan.
I always look for the alternate routes. Just, give it a shot.
Not that it always works, mind you.
No, it hardly ever works, but when it does, it works great.
Has everybody got the transmitter on and little map on 1 second refresh rate? Was that really needed to test it?
Mine's on 4.
Mine's on 1 only because, I think we were trying to put it to the stress and see what it can or cannot handle.
Yeah, mine's
Set mine
still
to
on
1.
And it seems like from, Wednesday, we had, I think, 17 people on, and there was no complaints whatsoever from Joe.
In fact, the figures he was giving was really very low usage in bandwidth and CPU.
Well, that's one thing I was thinking, B, you can probably, even though the bandwidth and CPU usage are low, the number of requests in and out, couldn't that be another issue?
Oh, well, that adds up to the usage. I think Call Me Joe's server, and he's getting a bit of backup from Felter, some expertise from Felter as well. It's just a better server, right? I reckon the virtual Soaring.online one was, some very, very low end. The kind of thing you get for free almost, which are really, really low end things. So it's struggling at code, full stop. Whereas Call Me Joe server seems to have loads of headroom for the same code. And we'll always have a plan B. There's another issue with the software, which is it doesn't really have any error recovery in it. So if you've got the great unwashed of the internet using it, there's going to be people pumping crap into it, right? But it's just got no way of cleaning that up. So, and we should be all right from that for a while. And when we put the pin on it, that's going to mean we won't have those issues.
Oh hell yeah! I got it working.
Oh,
nice. 10 minutes to go.
How?
Is there any hope that we get this problem with this motor of planes around the handles?
Sorry, what's that? I don't understand.
You seeing bonanzas or?
Yeah, I see only bonanzas. Only AS3 is glider, all the rest is bonanzas.
Did you download the test version of the DG?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
It's not, well, there's AS33s and JS3s. You're saying everybody is a bonanza, or is it just the...
The new DG I didn't see, I was not close enough right now. But
Yeah.
all the other planes are bonanzas.
Like, on the nameplate, it says AS33 or JS3.
Yeah, there it says
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
But they look like bonanzas.
Maybe Flight Sim changed your traffic settings again. It's always worth checking.
No, I checked it out yesterday, and I have it all the time.
Yeah, it might be just random Jesus. That you just got a bad deal. If you go offline and connect back to the Southeast Asian server.
For your
Tidy it up.
general options and traffic, down at the bottom there, use generic off.
I have this.
And then what is your traffic variety set on at the bottom?
Mine's on low.
Low.
Try to set it to ultra. Yeah, set that to ultra. And then you might have to swap servers back and forth after you apply that. And then, yeah, let me know.
Traffic variety to ultra.
Yes. And then once you apply that, swap server back and forth. So it will load in all the models again.
Okay.
Wow, nav map makes me feel cool. Now I feel like
yes,
I'm a real professional.
you can see nameplates in the sky, but when you look at the cluster on navmap, I'm like, okay, they're all right there.
How often do
I'm
you
over
update
here.
your nav map?
I would say the default, make it 4 seconds. There's some
Okay, that's
testing we're kind of doing, if you can remember to turn it back off.
Yeah.
Which is hammer the server like crazy, and we'll see.
We're trying to stress it out.
Okay.
But only do that if you're confident you're going to remember to stop doing that.
Normally it's what, 5?
Yeah, 4 or 5, yeah.
I'm on 1 second for today.
Yeah.
Along with clock stopper.
Yeah, good. Testing.
Yeah, I answer.
And for the testing, I mean, this seems to be a hell of a lot better than the previous server.
Looks like,
That's
what,
what-
3 minutes to go?
A quick question. For the DG808, for the overspeed limit, should I go by the Captain Bilbo mode or the speedometer of the actual airplane?
It's the mod.
You've got to have the LXN mod installed, yeah.
Yeah, so I look at the mod. Okay.
Yeah. The real trick is to custom configure it and put the true airspeed as one of your data fields. Because our implementation of the VNE is relatively simple. It's a fixed.
Yeah, but because I realized I went over speed and it's just flashing red in the mode, but I was way below the.
Could be flap setting.
No, indicate.
It's
because we're high.
It's indicated on the speedometer. Okay, it's not true airspeed. I got it.
Yeah, don't say anything, clock. All right. so just
Dude,
that.
you know I love you, man. Come on.
Yeah. But I'm just explaining it in simple terms, right? That's what it is. When we implemented it, we put in a single speed and true airspeed just to keep it simple on all the planes. And the LXN mod can display that true airspeed. The Air33
I got it for me.
are doing something similar.
Yeah, but if you've got the LXN installed and on your nav display you see that speed tape on the left side, look for the red line on that. That's BNE.
17,000 feet. I still need to contact ATC traffic to allow me to go flight level 1800 or whatever it is.
You're gonna have to do some spiral dive of death, aren't you? Because we're gonna start presumably.
Denied.
2.5.
Are you in a cloud right now? This is a VFR flight. You do not file an IFR flight plan.
4 minutes to go exactly now.
Okay.
7,000 feet.
I did go on a bat sim earlier today in the glider, and that caused a bit of chaos, which was quite funny.
Go rabbit a brew.
Make sure your waypoint is set for the start. Mine was still on the airport. Minutes in 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 minutes to go.
Anyone know the shortcut for the headlamp?
Alt L.
Alt L, thank you.
Yeah, but don't just hit L. Whatever you do, that's the shortcut for all lights. Toggle all lights. And literally, the wings will fall off.
I'm turning my smoke on the GG808. You guys see the smoke trail?
Do you have the engine on?
No. Do I need to have the engine on?
Yes. Otherwise you can't create any smoke.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
No, I just have to get down for 12,000 feet.
I'm waiting for this picture of a horde of dive bombers coming to the start point.
I was already in a massive dive bomb from 70,000 now down to 9,000.
Start height 7, right?
7,000 feet, yeah.
Oh, you can see what the, if you're flying the DG, see what the spoilers are like. Because that's super easy to adjust. Like if they're too effective or not effective enough, you know, whatever. They shouldn't limit your airspeed, right? Like in a dive, you shouldn't be able to dive vertically with the spoilers open and nothing bad happens. They're not that strong.
I don't know, you can still go into VNE.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's good. Because you still do a perfect landing, right? You know, you'll be perfectly good enough. But it's quite easy in the sim to over-configure the drag of the spoilers. So you don't really think about it. You find out even in a vertical dive, it's still there.
Time, please.
1 minute exactly now.
Just realised I was confusing my start signs. I was looking at them.
Yeah, everybody in the DG, make sure it says waypoint start 7,000 at the top. You have the correct waypoint selected. 20
And
seconds.
The altitude limitation is MSL, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Took me too long to get down from height.
Yeah, apologies, I've cocked this up. I was hanging back behind the finish. Getting ready for a fast start. Something was starting a little bit late.
Yeah, I was too far zoomed out on the map. I thought I was right there, and I'm still 5 miles back.
Me too.
I don't see any fucking nameplates either, so I'm like,
Me 3.
Oh.
But we can learn from what we see before us.
Exactly.
who's that out front? Is that's Dagger, is it?
Yep.
Roger that.
Started 6913.
Pretty decent.
Half of about miles behind mine.
Well, don't feel bad. I'm still 0.8 miles out.
0.3. 1.3.
Yeah, I'm so far zoomed out on the nav map. It's like, oh, start line's right there. No, it's not.
With these clouds over the hills, you still get an effect depending on whether on the lee side or the windward side of a hill, right? If you're in a thermal, the strength of the thermal depends also a little bit of what's below you, right? Just a thing to keep in mind.
Well, yes, in real life you can get both thermal and ridge lift at the same time.
Yeah.
Nobody thermaling yet?
No.
Started. I was so far away, but I'd got down to 8,000 feet. I thought I was about to, go charging towards it. So I'd already bled all the height off, so I had to like tiptoe over to it. So yeah, I'm more thinking of taking it early. That was kind of my idea.
Definitely.
I just see everybody else and do something different. That's what I sometimes do.
I'm not sure if I'm thermaling or if I'm getting ridge lift here, but a little bit of both, I guess.
Biggles, you got anything over there?
Yeah, I'm starting to hear blips now. 3 and it's increasing.
Ah, so good blips.
Six knots at the moment.
Yeah, those low-level, very small rain storms is a nice addition.
Yeah. Looks nice. Yeah.
You are going north?
Yes, I'm moving closer to that cloud. I hope it's worth it. So far, yeah. Getting definitely left here.
I've just noticed how far off track Biggles has gone. Didn't realise.
Yeah, the cloud looked...
I joined them, yeah.
The
I
cloud
was
looked
looking at
nice.
that nice cloud. Yeah, it looked bigger than the other one.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise the cloud's that far away. That's the cloud I'm heading to. I thought it was much nearer than that, actually.
I always think the same thing. I'm just gonna... That cloud's right there. And then 10 miles later, that cloud's right there.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're a bit like with the 3 of us there. One of us will find it. Cool.
And that's average. I think you want to get up to around 11,000, maybe slightly higher than that before heading towards the waypoint.
Oh, wow.
But I'm sure somebody will take some more risks than I did in my flight.
People are going all over the place here.
Speaks for the task.
Yep.
And I just had the first 808 stall.
Oh. You caught it.
Recovered, but yeah, lost a bit.
What was your speed? Your true air speed?
Yes.
You were in Terminal 2 flap, or?
Oh yeah, I was in T2, trying to fly slow.
Or I suppose, what was your indicated airspeed on the speedometer for your stall? At the blue line or below the blue line?
I was not paying attention, to be honest.
Ah, okay.
That's why you stalled.
Yeah. I was trying to play by feel, but it feels a little different.
And how many brews have you had?
Yes.
It's working, this thermal here. Should set my McCready. It's nice that it now goes in steps of 1 less clicks to do in the DG.
Oh yeah, I did notice it did jump up a lot quicker.
Okay, I'm at 11.5. I'm gonna head to the waypoint now. See some brave souls trying the ridge routes. Good luck. I guess it's yeah, totally possible.
Can't get into thermal. So.
Is the upwind rule still apply with this weather preset for the thermal?
Which rule?
It's the lift is upwind of the cloud. I don't think that will have changed at all.
Yeah, it's still the same, yeah.
Yes, this with the settings change seems to work. I see now a JS3 is a glider. Thank you very much.
Hey.
All right. I guess that should also be a top tip. Make sure that variety is set on ultra. Otherwise, sometimes,
Just can't get the center of this down thermal.
Yeah, it's hard because
With the AS33, in what flap mode you are circling in the thermals?
5 or 6, depending how steep it's circling.
The steeper the higher or lower?
It's
Higher,
more,
higher.
yeah, big
Is that
enough.
right?
More positive flap, yeah.
Which are more likely to stall. At a higher bank angle. And lower speed.
And L is just for landing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not circling too well here at all. It's flying rubbish to that.
What height are you at, Chaz?
9.5 just.
Okay, same as me, really.
Just fly towards the guys that climbed successfully.
I thought I had.
It looks like a bunch of people found the ridge route. Cheaters.
And for traveling between thermals, do you go down to 1 or you use a normal mode?
It'll be, no, between thermals, it'll be maximum negative. Because you're fully ballasted and you're going to be doing at least 90 knots. You're going to be doing maybe 110 knots, 120 knots. So you'll be in full negative flap. transmitter on, Chaz?
Should be.
Maybe I'm just not looking far enough up the front.
No, at the back.
He just was under me, if you can see me.
Indecision time.
Oh, was your transmitter always on, or you just turned it on, Chaz?
No, it was always on.
Oh, I'm saying, yeah, sorry, you were in a gaggle, and you were buried underneath other guys. My bad.
Did you climb in a thermal reach anyone, or?
I did, but I only took it to 9.9, I think.
Okay.
And then I'm looking at the ridges ahead of me, thinking I can pick out a few windward lumps.
Yeah.
It has worked. I'm approaching. Waypoint. I didn't get what I wanted out of the thermal. I was average maybe 7, and there were clearly better bits around.
I think that if I get thermal island.
Do you control your speed by, like, if you go crossland by the trim, or probably, right?
Oh, you do trim up, yeah. You want about 3/4 forwards, probably, that kind of thing. I'm not sure exactly where the trim's at in the DG. That's another thing to check while you're flying it, because the trim range is easy to adjust forwards and backwards.
I use the AS33 in the moment.
Yeah, so I would say there's a trim indicator right on the left-hand gauge, and have it somewhere if the left-hand side is, you know, 1/4, half is the middle, 3/4. Have it somewhere in that first quarter section.
But you play with it until you have your, the speed you like, probably.
Yeah, although when we're flying on a day like today, you've got a pretty good idea you're going to be flying fairly fast. So, you know, you might as well push it up there. I don't tend to mess around with it during the flight much.
I mess around with it if I'm trying to fight the stick, trying to fly faster. No, use the trim. You're trying to fly slower, you're constantly pulling back, use the trim. Just let it.
Yeah, I do the same. And like when I'm going slow, want to fly in thermal, I use the trim too. So I always try to fly. Sorry, fly with a neutral stick.
So that you can go for peeing if you have to.
If you've done it properly, yeah, then you can go and drop some ballast.
What do you have your trim, elevator trim on? Do you have it on an axis or what?
I have it on a slider.
No, not you, because where I was.
Me too, yes.
Yeah.
It's very sensitive, so.
I think the trim in the new DG is pretty much same as the old, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Fine to me.
So the DG now with this new flight model, is it getting closer to the S33 in performances? Or?
It's much closer, yeah. Much closer.
But how close is it to the real thing? So to the real DG?
Well, now this time it's really quite close. You know, within a perfectly reasonable, you know, margin of error that a good pilot will beat you in it. You know, it's going to have more to do with the pilot than it has to do with the plane, kind of thing. And in normal weather, so we tend to have quite strong weather. But, yeah, so it's really not bad. We can still fine tune it because the plane is being worked on right now. We can still fine tune it a little bit just to see how good we can get it. But it's pretty much on the money, I'd say. I'm not sure what it's like at 55 knots or 60 knots. I didn't check.
I'm just curious, is there anyone that knows if the manufacturers of these gliders have tried them in the sim and given them their opinion of what they think?
I think if anything, they're working with Condor, and I'm pretty sure they are working together with them. Especially, you know, sharing cut data for the models and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would say so.
I doubt they tried any mods in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Could be wrong though.
So at the moment, you reckon the what's the biggest or the bigger community, Condor community or MFS community for gliding, or they don't even compare?
No, I mean with Condor is just designed for multiplayer, so you know pretty much everybody that's you know. In Condor, it's the whole thing is focused around multiplayer, whereas in Microsoft Flight Simulator, you just don't know how many people are flying gliders, even though they're nothing to do with the SSC, for example.
I think our Discord has more members than the FIA virtual Condor Discord. But then again, their flights, their multiplayer esport competitions have like 200 pilots in them.
Yeah. So they just there's that single focus for multiplayer Condor, right? Which is the corporately game supported multiplayer. We're in a completely different situation.
I was very surprised about the size of your Soaring club here.
Yeah, it grew over the years.
Yeah. And still counting.
Especially in the beginning, the algorithm was not showing me anything about Soaring in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and now I'm flooded by it. What's great, I love it.
Nice.
Awesome.
Algorithm.
Graphics.
Yeah. Everybody loves the graphics in Flight Sim.
Actually, George, I think I saw it first in one of your videos, and you said that like the SSC is around and the thing.
Oh yeah, cool. I should stream some flights again in the future at some point, but it's difficult with the voice chat and everything.
Yeah, and it's also, I mean, it's very interesting to see, but it's not as exciting as doing it by yourself, basically. I mean, it's very interesting, but watching it for 1.5 hours is not really exciting
I know.
to the degree doing it by yourself.
I'm a hardcore sim glider, but not even me is like tempted to watch somebody else for 2 hours.
Yeah, the challenge is missing. I mean, here it's basically it's like a little bit like a chess game, right? You have to think about what's your next turn. But in a 1.5 hour videos, it's just like, oh yeah, maybe I would have picked this cloud or whatever, but probably even not.
I could see some newbies getting into it, being able to learn quite a bit from watching a live stream. Especially if you can interact with the pilot and he is explaining stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, I learned a lot from that actually, and I love real gliding videos even more. I have to say, like this Steven Langer or I think or Stefan Langer.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's very good.
But also during live streams, if it's possible to set up, like little nav map, and so you can see where they different people are going, and so on. So it is more information, more interactions.
Yeah.
Did you miss the waypoint clock?
I came in another way, but yes, I haven't hit that waypoint yet.
I can tell. 2, yeah.
By the way, I'm flying along the ridge and I see clock in the opposite way. What the hell?
Mistakes were probably made. Come on.
As long as you're not landed, there is not a mistake made.
Exactly.
Hey, Gail, are we climbing up this lane? I mean, I'm above the tree line, but I'm not doing great. Are we climbing up this lane? I can't remember. Or can we just...
not really. Just fly along pretty fast, I would say. I'm at 8,000 feet right now. 20 kilometers to go.
I can tell the flight model of the DG has changed drastically because on the motion platform, before it felt like flying your paper plane, now it feels heavy, which is a great thing.
Motion platform, is that the thing that moves your chair?
Yes.
Damn, that's cool.
It'll be interesting to have the second waypoint, because in that valley is where when I was in Hacker, that we actually flew up the valley and then went to what would be the right, flying up it to the mountains there. So the mountains to our left. Because most of you have passed it now.
I just decided discretion was the better part of valor going around. There's a bit of a spur sticking out from this ridge. You know, this east-west ridge. I thought, I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
You make it.
What happens after waypoint 3? That's going to be interesting to see. I'm sure we will see some different decisions, unless people just follow the leader.
The good news is, not the bad news is, I don't have King Georg in front of me.
You're doing fantastic, smart kid. 9,000 feet as well. Amazing.
That's good. And 140 knots too. Ground speed of it.
Stefan Langer, by the way, follows the Sim Soaring Club on Instagram.
Cool. Ooh, that's awesome.
And so does Klaus Ullmann.
Did you invite him to the Discord yet?
No.
You should.
They're missing out. Obviously, they're missing out.
Yeah, he is flying. He just bought a real AS-33, so if anybody's missing out, it's us, I believe.
Yeah, I saw it. Yes. I really loved his the series about him traveling cross country over multiple days. And I really love. I mean, he come by the Lake Constance, and I lived there. It was amazing to think about that. He fly over me basically.
Yeah, he makes great videos.
I do recognise this area actually. I saw it. I'm flying it in real life.
Ooh, that was a nasty bump. Cal, you seem to have missed it.
Are you talking about a suck hole?
Yeah, pretty much knocked the plane all over the place.
What do you got your turbulence setting on, Dagger?
Full on.
Realistic. Okay, well that would explain. Yes.
It
Everybody flies it on low, I believe.
Yeah, it's not realistic. I don't know on medium. Realistic is not realistic.
Well, Dagger's also a real glider pilot. So
oh, sorry. Beg your pardon.
I'm curious. Yeah, what do you think? Realistic, medium, low? Is it too much?
I don't think it's too much at times. And there's also usually a lot more going on in these long straight glides that we're doing.
What did you do, Smallcat? I mean, we know for a fact that the way the sim generates lift and sink is a very, very oversimplification of the real world, right? So, which results in the turbulence, and so calling it realistic is not the right word in my opinion. You could call it high turbulence and low turbulence, but for realistic turbulence you would need realistic weather.
The way trim is mapped is also a little odd compared to.
That's the worst. That is the worst kind of crash to have.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I don't care if I clip a tree, I own it. But CTD, it's just like, come on, man.
I try to restart.
This is actually great scenery along here, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
All kind of jagged bits to kill yourself on. I like it.
Yeah, snowy jagged bits.
Plus, sometimes the snow coverage hides the misery of the textures as well, so it's just.
Hey, yeah, maybe it's not as streaky, is it?
We flew for the Dolomites last night on the Got Gravel Friday night thing, and the Dolomites don't look anything like that in this sim, which is a bit annoying.
I agree. That's the place I grew up, and yeah, it doesn't look like the real thing.
Yeah, well, Trade Chima just looks like a pile of poo on the side of the mountain, which is a bit of a shame. Real
The
nice.
Trechima, and they're even handcrafted.
Yeah, the handcrafted one even looks really bad.
Yeah, but it looked even worse before.
Hello, Smartcat.
That sounded like a challenge right there.
Did any of you try this dune thing you can fly in here now? I hear it's a decent glider.
No, thank you.
I haven't tried it. No, thank you.
I wonder if it has a variometer inside, so I would give it a try. Was too lazy to download it yet.
Too lazy to configure it.
It's just wasted hard drive space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're too low, the worm hates you.
So Max Bond looks like he's flying directly to the waypoint. If I see that correctly, he's not transmitting.
It's 1.4 to 1.5, which is, I guess,
Yeah, well, my arrival altitude for waypoint 4 is currently minus 4,500, so...
Yeah, same.
What's your McCready for?
5.
Edgy.
But 5 gives me a speed to fly of 98. Not that high.
Is Little Nav map showing real life flights as well, or just simple airs?
No, just us in the simple.
Well,
because I saw a Vueling flight go by.
Might also depend if you only have multiplayer set up or if you have AI live traffic turned on.
Gotcha.
You might see, some of that live traffic on there. But they should show up as a orange aircraft instead of the red transmitting one, I believe.
Yeah, it was orange,
yeah. Yeah, that's AI. If it shows up orange, it's gonna be AI. Or, real world traffic.
Damn it, I found this sinkhole you were talking about.
It's not a good feeling.
Yeah, 5 meters per second down. Not good.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think I was blown over the ridge actually.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't look and I was a little bit behind the ridge and I could really not fly. I fall down like a stone.
Actually, I can't see you, Gail. Can you fly back along the ridge, maybe? Or...
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a couple of them are.
I will soon turn right-ish, but I will fly towards a cloud, not the waypoint. Probably. I have the nearest cloud to me currently in my eyes. It's a target.
It's just right there, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, 50 miles away.
50 miles out. Damn it, where's this cloud?
I just noticed in the AS33 there's speakers, a pair of speakers at the back.
Credit Medolo.
Where's the stereo player?
Where's the USB port? Yeah.
For the 8 tracks?
Oh, 8 tracks. Come on.
Yes, I'm not old.
Tell me I'm not the only one listening to Spotify during our flights.
I do.
Yeah.
You should get Lunabot in here and, stream it to what you're listening to so we could jam to it.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you don't want to hear it, you right-click mute, turn the volume down, up, whatever. But yeah, that's an option to have some tunes going.
Can you in Discord, is there a way in Discord to turn the general volume for all the people at once?
Increase the volume of Discord itself? Or lower the sim volume, I don't know.
Yeah, you can do individual players of the whole thing.
Well, you can do individual players, yes, but in that voice and video, in that voice and video option, in the you can set the input volume down.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So everybody, everything's toned down.
Because I feel like the voices are much louder than actually the wind or anything I can hear in the plane.
Yeah,
I
so
just
you
use
start.
the Windows mixer, volume mixer.
Yeah.
Don't forget you boys coming towards me. I've got my book them on the right of the ridge, so I'm right away.
Hey, clock stopper going by me. You already made the turn point, damn it. Yeah, been flying a little slow here and there.
Yeah, I'm flying too slowly as well, as usual.
I'm leaving the ridge now.
What height you at, Georg?
9,100.
I left the ridge on the 7,000.
Oh, you're flying the track actually, B21?
Yeah, I'm figuring if I get a good thermal, I get a good thermal. And, there are definitely decent thermals around. And if I caught it into 10 knots, this will be worth it.
You better look for a cloud though. You're not
I'm
gonna
looking
find
at it. I'm looking at one. It's quite a way away.
It's right there. Just go for it. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
The gray area is very large.
Yeah.
I am aiming for the right, but where the right is difficult to see.
I think you and me, Smarket, we're looking at the same cloud. There's one big cloud.
Yes. Yes. 150 degrees.
But how high have you been at the turning point? And that's not enough to go the direct way?
Yes, but then it's 1.4 to 1.5 because you have to go
Come
up
back.
the mountain again, so it's quite a challenge.
Also, you would have to fly pretty slow if you fly directly from point to point. If you want to make it. Fly back on the ridge a little bit. You can fly faster that bit. Of course, it's a deviation.
We will see eventually what works out.
Yeah.
So do you fly ridges fast, basically, like on flaps 1 or something like that?
Oh yeah. Always.
If you are getting excellent lift and you don't need that extra altitude, fly faster and maintain that altitude.
I see. This is why you're so fucking fast.
It's all, you learn something new every time you fly. It's, another strategy. There's something that might work this time and might kill you next time. But you gotta decipher, like, okay, I've been in this scenario before. Here's what I can or cannot do. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, I'm leaving the ridge. Arrival height minus 280. That feels
McCready,
doable.
what?
0, I bet.
No, 5. And
Oh,
they
wow.
asked me. Speed to fly 118 knot.
Crazy. My McCready 5 gives me 98 speed of flying. In the DG.
Yeah, but different scale, I guess.
Yeah, also different glide ratio.
Yeah, about McCready. What are the so in AS 33? What are the red and green arrows meaning? If I get it right, I should keep them on 0, right? So then I have basically the perfect speed to lift ratio, right? Wrong?
The green needle is telling you if you should speed up or slow down. If it's at 0, you're flying the speed thinks it's good. But yeah, you are much better than me on that.
Oh, that was a good description. The red needle is just, are you going up or down? Simple as that, you know.
I see. Yeah.
The green needle is speed to fly, so it's you know, what's the air doing that you're flying through, and what would be the optimal speed to fly? Given, you know, so in sinking air you should fly faster, in rising air you should fly slower, because you're gaining energy from the rising air, whereas you want to get out of the sinking air.
Sure.
And the AS33 will compute all that with the green needle, and it just makes it simple.
So is a red one more accurate than the digital needle? Also the digital rising speeds?
But hugely, the digital number is for thermaling. When you see the number written on the variometer, that's kind of a moving average of what you've been doing as you've been turning in a thermal. It gives you an idea of what's your climb rate being. And of course your objective is that should be at least whatever your McCready setting is, which is the blue needle, I think. I'm actually in the JS3, so I'm not looking at the needles.
Yeah, it's correct. It's the blue needle that is your setting.
Yeah, so for the speed to fly to work, you need to tell the glider how fast are you intending to fly, and then the speed to fly will be kind of relative to that. And counterintuitively, telling the computer how fast you want to fly is expressed in terms of where the blue needle is. Because you know, and the glider knows, that when there's strong lift, you're going to fly, you know, if there's just generally strong lift around, you can afford to fly fast because you're going to be getting great lift and climbing in it. So your input to the glider, which is called the McCready setting, is actually in that blue needle. And the gauge will tell you on the gauge, aha, if you're saying you think the average climb rate when you're turning and climbing is going to be 4 knots, then between those thermals you should be flying at 110 knots or whatever the figure is. And you just kind of get used to it. To be honest, as you turn the McCready needle, the McCready knob, you can be looking at the digital speed to fly number if you want.
Yeah, exactly. This was something I try to use, and I mean, mostly I used it for cross country between 2 thermals basically, and then this is basically the optimal speed I should fly to get the most height out of my or the most distance out of my height, right? But I think it's more. I think on a ridge you have to fly more intuitively, right?
Yes, you're absolutely 100%. But the speed to fly calculation is entirely wrapped around either you're just going across country, you want to optimize your speed, right? You're pulling up so you're not stopping internally, you're just pulling up in lift, or you're pushing forward in sync, and it's called dolphin flying, right? You're just sort of flying along. Ridge, you know something that the computer doesn't know, which is,
or at least can't compute fast enough.
Well, it has no way of knowing that you're very, very confident, because you're looking ahead and you don't need the altitude, and you can see ahead it's lift, right? It's not a typical sky. There's a slope, and you're going to follow it. So you think, even though the computer is saying you could slow down here, you could gain some height, you're thinking, forget it. I'm going to try and stay close to the ridge top, because if you do gain height, the ridge lift is going to get weaker. But the computer doesn't know, it can't see, right? So
basically you ignore it while you're flying on a ridge.
Yeah, I think it's fair, yeah. Although it is telling you something useful, like it has done here. We flew along a ridge to waypoint 3. The gauge is telling you your arrival height at waypoint 4. So even though you're ignoring the speed it's telling you to fly, you still put a speed in, or a McCready value in, and you think, I'm going to be keeping an eye on that, keeping an eye on what height do I think I will have at my destination waypoint, and you know, taking that into account. But you're not having it tell you how fast to fly, because typically you're concentrating on whereabouts on the ridge do you want to be. You know, in the flight sim you want to be above the trees, but you know, not too high.
Get in here.
I'm going to be doing a clock in a minute. I'm at 5,000 feet.
All right.
I learned from the master I can do this.
I mean, at least wait till you get to the next waypoint, and then you got that massive tailwind going for you.
Looking at these 5 gliders ahead of me and trying to figure out who has the best lift, who has found the elevator.
I'm getting about 8 here.
Who was that?
Alex.
Did anybody see Alex on the map? I can't see him. Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he's in that.
It's a nice cluster here.
Yeah. Copper, smart cat. Biggle's just coming in hot. Georg's leaving because he's fed up with telling people where all the thermals are.
I'm getting some stuff here, but I'm not quite center yet.
Turns out this cloud I was looking at is absolutely miles away. I'll be lucky if it's even before the turn point.
Oops.
If you can land there.
Go for the lower ridge there you have in front of you.
Oh, that's what I'm going for. Freaking Lulu, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to turn left a little bit when I get here.
Oh, he's going to be shooting saddles, yeah? Yeah, it's so hard to perceive the distance. That cloud looks great. I'm going over there.
Yeah.
It's only 5 miles out, and no, it's still 50 miles out. Like, what?
And then it dissolves in a smoke cloud.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and then by the time you get there, it's gone.
It's like swimming through open
like
water.
Real life a lot.
At least you don't have to pay a box of beer for outlandings here.
Exactly. It's always good to land near a pub.
Yeah.
Bro, have you discovered the thermal page on the display yet on the AS33? It could be helpful. It has the trace where you have the lift on it.
The poop trails.
Well, I'm confused why everyone's turning left. Clock, why didn't you just go straight across?
Don't follow me. Whatever you do.
clock can do some different things to everybody else.
I feel like everyone's gone that way and I'm doing something wrong right now.
Okay, I have ask something else. So in my speedometer, or however it calls, there's TAS. It's different from what the pointer is showing. Is this what kind of speed is this?
The pointer is always indicated airspeed, which is
right. Yeah.
So all aeroplanes are required.
It's the important one to fly, I guess.
it's if you're on the radio to another aeroplane. You're saying I am approaching you at 85 knots. It's important everybody agrees what 85 knots means, right? So all indicated airspeed instruments, and you're required by law to have one in the cockpit. They're reading indicated airspeed, but actually now in the time of modern instruments and GPS and all these kind of things, it's possible to calculate airspeeds that you might believe were more correct, right? Indicated airspeed turns to shit. The higher you go, the thinner the air gets, and the indicated airspeed that was very close to your true airspeed, i.e. zero wind, your speed over the ground, is accurate at low altitudes, but the higher you get, the indicated airspeed instrument starts underreading and underreading and underreading and underreading the higher you get. And so by the time
because of air pressure, right?
Air pressure, yeah. It's literally the weight of the air pushing against the back of the instrument.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
So TAS, modern instruments, know they're measuring both the altitude and the indicated airspeed, and maybe other parameters. They can calculate what your true airspeed is, which would be what an indicated airspeed would be if it didn't decay at altitude. So true airspeed is the speed you're moving through the air, and in zero wind that would be exactly equal to the speed you're moving over the ground, regardless of the altitude you're at. So you'll see the difference between the TAS reading and the needle. That difference gets larger and larger the higher you are.
I see. But still, theoretically, the indicated airspeed is still the more important for me to fly, and because by lowering the air pressure, also I need more. But I have to think about that.
Yeah, like when you're thermaling, and if you're looking at your true airspeed, and thinking, yeah, I can fly at 50 knots. Your indicated might be a lot less, and then you fall out of the sky. That's at least something that I tried in it. Yeah.
So the TAS is more reliable then.
It is more reliable in that it doesn't alter with the, with altitude, and there's a slight subtlety or complexity with the maximum airspeed of the glider is more dependent on true airspeed than, the actual damage to the glider when you hit VNE is more to do with your true airspeed than it is to do with indicated airspeed. And it's a little bit complicated, the formula of what should your VNE be, and so there's a table that will be published for each glider that's unique of where they want the limits and speed to be. And typically they say you can use indicated airspeed up to a certain altitude, and it's a fixed, they've got to keep it simple for the pilot, right? So they'll kind of say it's this indicated speed, say 145 knots, up to a certain altitude, and then above that altitude you've got to use true airspeed, because if you're on an indicated 140 knots, your true airspeed would be 180 or something, and the wings would flutter. So, and in the sim, we've implemented the VNE limit simply as a true airspeed figure. It's conceptually correct, but it is a simplification. And so if you're worried about hitting VNE, which we do on very fast final glides, you can refer to the TAS figure and just make sure you don't. We'll learn what is the true airspeed V&E limit of each of these planes. And just make sure you don't go above it.
Awesome, I love that I learned something here.
There you go, yeah.
Should the waypoint arrival set in MSL or AGL?
You can, so setting, you can choose. It will say on the nav panel whether it's giving you AGL or MSL.
Yeah, so in the DG808 it gives me MSL, but I feel more comfortable about AGL though.
Yeah.
And I don't know where to change that.
No.
You
On
can
the
set up
display.
custom data field, yeah.
There's an icon with a wrench and a screwdriver in the upper right side.
I see it. Okay, got it.
And if you click it once, a grid will appear, and then you click into the grid spaces, and then you can choose what's displayed on that particular space.
Oh, got it.
There's a lot of options to choose what you want to display in all those fields. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. If you want to look after the flight in the DG808 channel on the Discord, I posted my layout. Maybe that can serve as some inspiration for you.
What's the name of the channel?
DG808.
DG,
it's in the glider category of the Discord.
Got it, thank you.
I hope you boys up ahead are going to leave some left for me when I get there.
I used everything.
Damn.
I'm catching up with the leaders here. Well, not quite, but, you know, Alex. Because I'm probably 4,000 feet beneath them.
Ah.
So I'm at 5. Because what height are you at?
8. Might do a pit stop on that cloud on the way back again. Who knows?
Might do it on the way down.
That's also kind of what I was thinking.
If it's still there.
Yeah, if it's still there, the cloud we all stopped at, rush on, come back to it, and then carry on.
Yeah, I didn't get great performance in the cloud. I was sampling. But still at 8.2, better than 5.
Thanks a lot. little morale booster there. Go.
Yeah, he's good at that.
I just realised actually I've got to get to the south of this cloud. If it's got lift there, it's going to go on the south side of it. I'm not even the cloud I'm heading for. I'm not even sure it's in front of the turn point.
Probably not. Another morale booster for you. The waypoint is there's an airport. If you can make it out on the terrain ahead of you.
Yeah, so I can land there.
Yeah.
Now you boys will have some left for me anyway.
Considering I've been sneaking over the terrain here, I feel pretty good about it. It's 4,600 isn't too bad.
Working out.
Yeah, well, you know, it could be worse.
I think that this is kind of the best of both worlds. Thermals, if you can get it. Ridge lift, if you need it.
Yeah. reckon. If I'm going to get to that waypoint at 1600, I can tiptoe it back. Then I'm going to have tailwind. I'm only 12k out. I bet I don't even reach that fucking cloud.
You can probably get back to the lower ridge though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That will probably save your life, but then, yeah. That's only step one.
Right now I am annoyed by all these tags in front of me. I can't see the clouds.
Bravo Tango, 12,000 feet. How the hell to get up there?
Only way to get up there is the cloud. Or sloop.
The finger poppers at 11, right?
Who's made the waypoint yet? Max Bond, I think, did, didn't he?
Yes.
Clayton just turned. I'm meeting him now.
Copperhead 2, Smartcat 2, Clayton 2.
One is very low. I don't see him on the junction
You know you've made some bad decision when somebody's way behind you and then they pass you at with like 3,000 more altitude than you.
Yep, indeed.
It was a nice turn there, Axel. You must have just touched the waypoint circle.
What now?
Your turn at the waypoint. It was a nice one. You must have just touched the circle.
Oh, yeah. I was saying that, what now? What do we do? Left, right?
Just rammed the swarm of gliders that coming towards us.
Biggles, who advocated to fly the new DG, is now flying the AS-33. You load us into a trap.
It's a trap. No, you know, the more that flies it, and I thought, yeah, okay, I keep the SME and I fly it as good as I can, and as a reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I checked the DJ.
I wonder if Clayton is flying the new DG or the old DG. Oh, well, good job then.
Okay, I'm heading for the finish.
You landing or?
No. I'm my next waypoint on my nav is finish.
Okay. What height are you at?
Minus 8,250.
Oops.
Well, there's a few hills in the way as well.
Heading for the finish, but small details, by the way.
Yeah.
Decisions were taken.
Good luck. Good luck. No, you can make it.
I'm ahead of Gale, aren't I?
Yeah.
Ah! Yeah.
How high are you?
Not very.
You know, the fat lady sings after we cross the finish line.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't all the snow around when I left the real life.
What time of the year were you there? Summer, presumably.
Yeah, it's May. If you look at the photographs I put up, one is sheltering under the wing of the glider.
Yeah.
The club's DG 505.
Indeed.
Well, I've got the ground rising towards me. I'm going to make the slopes, but I'm going to be in the shitty right on the bottom edge of it because of the way the ground is coming up at the same time as I'm coming down.
You need to do a gear lock then?
Yeah, something between a gale. I've got to fly uphill. I'll do a clock followed by a gale. I'll just need to move around and then I'll fly uphill.
Wondered what time the sun sets, but I think we still got plenty of time.
I was looking at the clock here. It's 20 past 5.
Probably about 6-ish, I think.
Yeah, but until it's dark, it's gonna be probably more like 7.
Copper, that was the way I was thinking about going. Is there anything over there?
Don't tell. Base going up.
I was seeing airspeeds on little nav map. They seem to have disappeared down here now.
The more you zoom in, they should all appear.
Yeah, it depends on the zoom level.
If you're zoomed way out, all you'll see is nameplates, and then the closer you get, you'll see the ground speed, altitude, all that.
Yeah, that was it. Yep.
it's too late in the day for the thermals to keep working.
They still work.
Is
They're
that a
not
don't
as strong.
follow copperhead suggestion?
Yep. Now there's not much lift on what little ridge there is here. I don't know if I can make it to the mountains.
I wasn't looking at the ridges. I was looking at the clouds you were trying to come up on. I thought that's what you're going for.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. But when I got there, it was petering out and there was no lift.
I mean, the ridges will work no matter what time of day, and the clouds will be weaker, yes, but they are still working, I think.
Well, there was nothing under that one.
Bravo Tango, you got your engine on?
Was that a question or a recommendation?
He's doing good. 8,900 feet up there. In the next version, they'll also have a parachute guy.
Well, that's going to be skydiving in Flight Sim 24. Maybe we can...
That might be cool in VR.
Well, you know what they say, never jump out of a perfectly servable aircraft.
Right.
Well, that's what that's actually saying. Apart from these mad parachutists. Let's go in there, B21.
It's alright, I'm at 4,700, working my way up on these front ridges here. So I'm losing time, but I'm scraping away.
Okay.
And I just crashed into a ridge. Very nice.
See, Clayton is climbing under a cloud.
Yeah, I'm also here and it is still good lift.
flying towards you then.
Oh, coming your way, Clock. Any good?
Small pocket, small.
What height you at?
Coming up on 6.
Okay.
Can't find the center yet, but there's something here.
Now it's time for decisions. Should I leave when I have positive on the finish line? Or should I make it really positive? Because the high
Can
ground...
you see the finish line from where you're at?
No.
Well...
You know, take a bit of chance. See if you can do some climbing on the mountains, since I have...
Decisions will be made. Go for
Oh, yes.
Might have been the right ones now.
A decision has been made. .300 feet plus a 300 feet finish line. That's a good one.
Currently at minus 800.
Minus 5,000.
But is it a clear path to that, or you have to...
Oh no, oh no.
No.
It's a lot of mountains in the way.
Oh yeah, okay.
And they have all good ridge width. The wind blows you over.
That's true.
The wind. Trust the lift. Trust the sink.
use the force clock.
I might have found myself a little honey hole here.
Oh yes, so you want to look at that.
Yeah, still good for 8 knot average here.
What height you at, Chaz?
6'7".
Okay. You work in that ridge?
Amen.
Yeah, I'm at
He
7.
and a bunch of other people.
Yeah, I'm just leaving it at 7-8. Wasn't particularly quick. It got better as I went up. I started at 3,000 feet or so.
Oh wow.
You
Good
definitely
workout.
worked your way back up. Nice.
It's tough at the bottom.
I saved you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I knew it was there, right? So
Yeah,
I turned the waypoint, it's headed towards it. I was a little bit nervous as I was approaching it because of the way the ground, you don't kind of predict the ground coming up so much, do you?
no.
So I'm going to hit the ridge, but I'm going to hit the ground around about the same time.
You almost did another Manchester.
Nice ski area just below me.
I wanted to leave the thermal, but then the lift became even better. Stopped again.
Not bad for the 25 to 6 in the evening.
Yeah. Yeah, we should try this weather on July on the flatland. You will get crazy good lift under the clouds.
If it's okay, I have a task that I'm working on. It's going to be an AAT task. If the test tomorrow works out fine, with flatlands and some ridges, but since it is an AAT, you can decide by yourself. I might try this weather on this one, that one.
Sure. Might want to get rid of the snow if it's not fitting.
Yeah, but that's details. I might change other stuff also, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear.
Right, Chaz?
No, it's just about us changing things.
Oh.
Cool, I found a nice sinkhole here. That was not good. Damn.
What height you got to finish, Gale?
Minus 1,000.
Minus, okay.
But there's plenty of ridges on the way, so
yeah,
I'm not worried about this leg.
No, I figured you'd have got so much height out of this thermal.
Yeah. I feel like it would be slower though than just pushing on and using the ridges. As long as you're back on the main mountain range, then you're safe. Then unless you fly into a dead end, which if you don't look at the map, also very possible.
It could be a dead end if you're too low.
Well, there's no such thing as a dead end.
Yeah, you can always fly back out of it again, but
too low.
Yeah, that's one rule of real life. Flying is always have a way out.
Yeah, too low.
My way out is up at the moment.
My way out is the Y key.
Don't have that in real life, unfortunately. Bring the hand in, mind you.
Thermal's still working.
Well, I might be able to jump this and hope that I don't crash into something else on the other side. this type of flying when you are basically a bit too low to comfort, but you're flying in the valleys and you find lift and you can continue pushing on and not just fly over everything. You need to snake your way through. That is like the most fun.
And a combination of thermal and ridge as well, isn't it?
It is. It has been a bit of a missing link for a while.
Yeah, nice preset, Theo.
Glad you like it. I think it's also visually, the clouds, I think, look still fairly realistic. Initially had the cloud density a little bit higher, but it felt like it's not even needed. The lift is still plenty, and it's, you know, hard to miss with these huge clouds.
Yeah.
It's hard to miss with the huge clouds, but how far away are they from me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the clouds can.
You need a rangefinder clock.
You're right. Need some interactive radar going on.
Is there a reason why my game gets laggy in the moment? Like, I have a frame of 18 instead of 30.
Could be scenery loading in and stuff. Are you using rolling cache? My recommendation is to turn that off.
Is it basically that this feature that pre-renders scenery you don't see yet?
Sort of. With the rolling cache, it downloads all the map data and stuff and keeps it in storage. But for us, the way we flying all over the world, yeah, you should be lucky if that data already haven't been erased. So what I figured happens, it downloads it, and then from the hard drive it like process it and then give you the landscape around you. And yeah, if you're more or less maxing out your GPU and so on, it gets stuttery.
I see. I will give it a try once I get over this ridge here. But is it in the graphics options?
The data.
Yeah, data section in the same main selection.
Yeah, my suggestion, the first thing to do would be to use the in-game FPS tool.
The dev mode and enable FPS, yes.
And it'll tell you is it the GPU being hit or is it the CPU being hit, and that's a massive clue of what's going on.
Yeah, from there, right off the get-go, you can determine, okay, I need to turn down this, turn down that, and...
Yeah, but for stuttering that comes and goes, depending on where you are, sure, it can be a graphics thing, but it's probably something that is happening in the background. That's a process that started and uses up a lot of your resources. But
actually, I have the feeling it were the trees, because I was pretty low on the ground and saw a lot of trees, and now that I'm in more free sky again, FPS goes up again.
Then the FPS tool and go there, change the settings.
Do you know now whether you're limited by GPU or limited by CPU? Because the in-game tool will tell you which of those two things is the bottleneck.
Is it when I go onto developer mode and then activate the FPS or this kind of stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, debug show FPS window. But you've got to look at that and see, is it your CPU that's limited or is it your GPU that's limited? That's the first information you get from that. Not so much what the frame rate is, just what is it that's limiting you? And that will immediately tell you. So, for example, trees are a graphics thing. So if you're stuttering, it's slightly more likely that you're going to be limited by CPU, because that's where the load tends to be more bursty. But anyway, it's just hard to guess at this stage until once you know whether it's your CPU limiting you or your GPU. That is, that's a massive clue of which are what you can take it from there then, of what are the things you would then look for. And I'm guessing it's going to be CPU because that's really very common. If you're not sure,
the level of detail sliders set up too high.
Yeah, and AI traffic if you haven't got that turned off.
Oh yeah, I have AI traffic on, I think.
Ooh, okay, well that'll hit your CPU. So when you look at the in-game FPS tool, if it says you're limited by CPU, then you want to
main thread,
yeah. Then you definitely want to turn AI traffic off because that's the heaviest load on CPU. Then you go
Can I turn it off now? Actually,
yeah, you can. You hit escape. Yeah, you escape or pause the sim. You go into your settings. You could do.
Of course, Georg, the other day, a few weeks ago, it changed VSync and it just CGD'd. So, yeah, go ahead and try it. See what happens.
Your mileage may vary. We'll find out.
I can really recommend the Auto FPS tool, by the way. Auto FPS app. You can just set a target FPS rate. And it will.
You want to get your FPS kind of in all your settings in kind of broadly good shape first, though, probably.
Of course.
You know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Then you can dial it up.
Definitely disable all the traffic, not just live or AI traffic. Also, the airport traffic,
ground traffic, road
vehicles, and
ships and ferries. You don't want to see all that.
I want to see the ferries.
I'm just flying up this valley. This is the valley I actually flew up when I was in Spain. Fantastic.
Cool.
I might even get onto the high ridges as well, which I will do. This will be the first time.
Mistakes may have been made.
Well, in real life, I chicken out getting onto the high ridges.
It's nice. We have Clayton. Looks like he's in the lead. Proper lead. Then I'm 808 and 8 ACD and Alex and me. We are all heading for the finish line. Looks quite tight race.
Yeah. Real props to Clayton for this performance in the DG. I mean, I'm still convinced the DG is slower than the ES3.
Yeah, having these test flights is good though, isn't it?
Yeah.
He flew smarter.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely not the aircraft anymore. So now, Cluck and everybody, you get extra credit for flying the DG, and no DG shame anymore.
There's no DG 808 shame. Come on, just say it again. I want to hear it. Somebody record it.
Clock does it for the shame. You don't understand.
He's into it. Okay, I get it.
Alright, fellas, I stalled and I died, so we'll see you next week.
Alright, Calvia.
Oh, well, yeah. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
You're fantastic. Thank you, George. I'll fly you again.
Cool.
Hey, I'm in the high mountains. Stage 4, as they called it, actually, from the glide.
Oh yeah, I can see your chest. What height you at there?
7.3.
7.3, okay. Yes, the question is how far you go along that ridge. How much height you think it is?
Indeed.
It's the high bit in the middle, isn't it? Where everybody's Rue and Bravo Tango just crossed over them. In the high bit. Not sure. I'll let you know if I scrape over. Because I'm only just in front of you.
Yeah, see.
I think I flew this test 3 times and I crossed this lake across the mountains 3 different places every time.
Makes sense.
It looks like ACD is be just on the margin on altitude for the finish line.
What aircraft is an MMXS?
No idea.
Dirt bike.
MXS?
MXS, I think that's one of the default Sobo gliders. There's the DGF, and then there's the other one.
But they was showing up green. Sorry, blue. So it must
Finished.
Oh, congrats!
Congrats.
Well,
You got all the gliders here. AS33, G, and the GS3.
There are a shitload of mountains here.
Finished.
Well then, I'm 7 minutes out.
right now, after thinking about crossing over here somewhere. I'm at 8-7.
Well done, getting to 8-7. I'm at 8-5.
Okay, I see a gap coming up.
No, what the?
What?
How many eggs are there in the nest?
That's embarrassing.
What happened?
I saw my gap. I saw my saddle and tried to skirt over it and hit a weight stall.
Did you do?
Failed to outmaneuver the ground.
Yeah,
Oh shit, -10.
that was bad.
You know the height I had? I don't have it.
Basic thing is, Clark, this is if you just made it 100 feet. This is like that K7 flight. If you'd made it over there, that was it. You were home.
And that was the last saddle I had to cross before straight line in. Yeah.
Were you going too slow, or did you move the stick too hard?
It's trying to get over a saddle, isn't it? You know, cut it too far.
Yeah, just trying to hop that saddle and going too slow, and tried to rudder into that next ridge.
So close.
Damn.
It's like threading a needle last bit.
It's just the high bit when, there where you turn north. But the ridge you've got to cross is going to go and crosswind, so you know if you're not high enough, you've got some ridge there to get high enough, and you'll be with the height you've got. I think it's going to be, you should be just about okay, and it's going to be tight. You might be. You'll get over it either way, but you might be doing it slightly the hard way.
Yep, that's me.
I take my last statement back. Actually crashing this close to the finish is definitely worse than a CTD.
You just want to correct something you said earlier.
finished. Thank you,
Congrats.
Georg. It was really intense.
Good job, good job.
Yeah, definitely fun. I like the ridge thermal combo. That's a nice difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also nice it's set up so that if you fall out of the thermals, there are ridges lower down that you can scrape your way. But, you know, it costs you time.
I mean,
way back up. It's good.
Obviously, thermal's number one. If you can get the clouds, those are king. But if you're low enough and you got ridges, go ahead and use them to try to get to the next thermal.
I found a valley that frightens me. It's nice, but it's so narrow that I can't make a turn here. And I see the wall coming. That's not good. Okay, I land here. Oh, maybe not.
Never give up.
Yep. That's about it.
Okay.
So sad.
You're not quite over that yet, Jazz. I can see you working away. Oh, or are you over it? You are over it.
Yeah, just over.
Oh, that's it. You're on the way home then. That's that ridge you're running towards. You can see me and Flieger in front of you, and Rick. We followed that ridge, and it's basically downhill to the finish from there.
Ha, cool. 13 seconds between me and ACD.
Wow.